Greetings, Sweater Kingdom. It is I, Sweater King, and today I bring to you my short review plus three Nintendo IPs that I would like to see in the movies. So, first, the short review. But first, we need to figure out gameplay vectors. Because I do not have a proper capture card to capture Nintendo games in the background. So, boom! Plants vs. Zombies replanted in the background for you. So, review of the movie. This will be a non spoiler review. You can later find the spoiler review on my YouTube channel later down. So, as of recording this, this will be my fourth watching of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. What did I like about it? What did I not like about it? So, what I didn't like about it first. First was that the plot seemed to be kind of all over the place. And in a sense, it does make sense because considering every single mainstream Mario game is always changing the scenery to, keep things fresh and lively. So it does make sense, but it kind of is a little hard to follow along the plot because you go from this planet to that planet to this planet. This planet has an issue, and it's solved within 3 minutes, right? Second issue is that there is way too much Nintendo IP Easter eggs in this. There's too many cameos. There's too many Nintendo IP Easter eggs. Just next movie, Nintendo. Let's tone it down a notch. Let's be more subtle, like the first movie. All right. Now, what I liked about it, visually, very pleasing. The voice acting was top notch, much better than the first one, in my opinion. And it was eye candy, especially seeing it in 3D, seeing all the different galaxies and all the different blends of the colors. And it was just such a beautiful film to go watch. Recommend watching it in 3D if you can, because I know not everybody can watch it in 3D because of their eyes or gives them a headache. But if you can, it adds to the experience to the movie. Now, with that out of the way, let's get to the three games that I would like to see as a Nintendo branded movie. First video game franchise slash game that I would like to see is Luigi's Mansion, and I'm pretty sure this is a very popular pick, considering Luigi's Mansion is very well done. I have to admit I've never played the first one, but I really want to. So if you guys know what it's like playing Luigi's Mansion 1, I've heard the tone is much darker compared to 2 and 3, but I feel like the tone of 2 and 3 would work better in the sense of a movie, considering, mostly children will be watching this, and the tone of Luigi's Mansion 2 and 3 is more of a whimsy ghost hunting game where you bust some ghosts, and it's like a Scooby Doo ish kind of vibe, right? There's goofy monsters, Luigi's getting scared all the time, and it's great time. It's great time, especially the second one. Third one, I'm not a big fan of, to be honest. But I think this would be a very interesting dynamic because it would change up what I kind of had an issue with in the first two Mario movies. The drastic change in environment. With Luigi's Mansion, it's a fucking mansion. You bust some ghosts, go in and out, do things, collect things, right? And at the end of the day, you fight King Boo, who we've seen established as a character in the first movie in the Bowser's wedding scene sitting with him, right? So it's not far fetched to ask for a Luigi's Mansion movie. I think it is the most likely to happen out of the other two, considering the actually are still developing games to this day. Now, the next two are going to be quite similar but different vibes, if you will. And those are going to be Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story, and Mario and Luigi Dream Team, right? So the reason why these two movies strike a chord with me is because not only is Bowser's Inside Story probably one of the best ones of the Mario Luigi RPG series from Super Saga to Brotherhood, it introduces Bowser in a different light. So instead of Bowser being kind of the main enemy in this game, he is more of the antagonist fighting alongside Mario and Luigi, unknowingly if you play the games. See, the premise of it is that Bowser accidentally sucks in Mario and Luigi. Pause. What I mean by that is he does like a tornado attack where he just inhales every pause. Um, and he accidentally just swallows Mario and Luigi. Pause. Fuck. I just reading this back. It's just God. Just so much of it you can't say these days. All right. So obviously Mario and Luigi are inside of Bowser. Fuck sakes. I can't actually say this with a straight face anymore. And Mario and Luigi explore Bowser's body, hence the name Bowser's Inside Story. Now, obviously, Bowser is unknowing of this and is, thinking he's experiencing some heartburn or some medical problems, but it's proven to be useful throughout the game. And there's two segments of it. There's Bowser interacting with the outside world, exploring the Mushroom Kingdom, and there's a new bad guy who, at the end of the game, you fight a dark version of yourself. Now, I think this would be an interesting movie to, explore because it gives Jack Black a, starring role and more screen time than in the first and second movie. Now, Jack Black killed it for the first and second Mario movies, but having him be the center of attention for a movie would be a fantastic idea, especially with Mario and Luigi helping them, because at the end of the game, they all three are fighting the final boss. Bowser's fighting Dark Bowser, and then like you defeat him enough to where the point you gotta like use your tornado attack and just suck in the orb spider looking thingy. And then obviously inside of Bowser's stomach, you fight the main antagonist, Falafel, if you I think Dark Falafel, whatever. It's been a while since I last played this game. And I think it would introduce a unique dynamic between the three characters. And at the end of it, it would be a fun film to watch. Me and my buddies would watch it, me and my childhood buddies, because we grew up playing Bowser's Inside Story quite a bit lit on the 3DS or DS, whatever the hell you wanted to play on them. Now, the next game is more a center Luigi movie, which is a Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Now, the plot isn't anything really all too interesting if I break it down to you like this. Mario, Luigi, Peach go on to a different island, and the backstory is that these pillow folks fought the Nightmare King, and the Nightmare King shattered what was known as the Nightmare Stone, and these shards have permanently trapped all these pillow folks in the dream world. And so this obviously this is the side objective where you have to free every single one. But as the story continues, Bowser teams up with the main antagonist, Phantasma, and I feel like this would be a fantastic film to not only be visually pleasing, but could just unleash unlimited amount of creativity. Now, obviously, within the real world of the realm, obviously they have to stick to the properties and the laws of physics. But in the dream world where Mario goes into Luigi's dreams, it is a fantastic thing to explore, especially with the unlimited potential of the Dreamlands, the wackiness of going on. Everything surrounding the Dreamland would be fantastic. And obviously, the final battle where there's two, where you fight as Mario and Dreamy Luigi against the Phantasma, the Nightmare Bat King. And then once you defeat him, you go to the final battle, which is Dreamy Bowser, because he inhales the. God, there's a lot of inhaling in this. Fuck sakes. He inhales the Dreamstone and becomes known as Dreamy Bowser and can summon dreamy troops. And it's unlimited creativity possibilities for this movie to be a visually pleasing movie and would actually be a coherent plot. The RPG series already have a plot to them. Obviously, you just got to trim them down a little bit, maybe alter it a little bit so that it would be a much more fun watch. But as a longtime Mario and Luigi RPG franchise lover, these two would be a perfect freaking movie. Brotherhood would also be another one. Literally any of the RPG series would be a fan-fucking-tastic movie. Now, granted, the chances of these actually happening is very, very low compared to Luigi's Mansion, but it's fun to dream once in a while, no pun intended. But with that out of the way, I think it's going to wrap it up for today's video, yap session, whatever the hell you want to call it. Be sure to subscribe so that you can see more videos like this. Be sure to follow me on Twitch so that you know when I'm live next. I'm always playing something new, currently wrapping up the Resident Evil series, then I'll be playing Red Dead Redemption 2 for the first time. So please don't spoil anything with Red Dead Redemption 2. I have no idea what's going on in that movie, or game, I should say. But yeah, I hope you had fun listening to this rant, and let me know in the comments of like what Mario franchise or Nintendo movie you would like to see Nintendo make in the future. I would love to hear your thoughts. Or if you want to come to the Discord and say the same thing, more free, flutter, happy. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for today. Peace, Kingdom.